meet Chief Keef. When do you start meeting everybody else, like Fredo, Reese, Dirk, and everybody?
Oh, around the same time, low key. All like I say, all at the studio. You know what
All
I'm
at the
saying?
studio. You met
Different
everybody
times,
there?
it's different times. Yeah.
Okay.
Cause like I said, the studio was in my hood, and that was basically like the studio. You know what I'm saying? The studio to go to actually at the time, if you was rapping. A lot of folks used to go to that. If you rap at that time, you know about DJ Ken's studio. You know what I'm saying? So like, we all met each other, like I said, different times at the same studio.
Okay. And you meet Chief Keef. And at what point do you guys start actually like, yo, we should work together, we should do something?
Like I said, it never was about music. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us never got together off about music. It was just our relationships. You know what I'm saying? Bonds. Just actually friendships, whatever you want to call it. Bonds just building up. Relationships just built.
Right.
It was never about music.
But at some point you guys started making music.
Yeah, like I say, music was just something that I guess we just did. You know what I'm saying? And we like, fuck it. Cause if you notice, we don't have too many records together. We don't have.
Well, you had quite a few music videos though.
No, yeah, I was supportive.
And
yeah, I was gonna be supportive. I was supposed to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anything, with me supportive, yeah, I supposed to do that. No, that's team playing.
So you weren't there. You didn't form Glory Boys or anything, or
yeah,
that was you.
Like I said, yeah. But like I said, you asked me how we met. Like I said, the studio was just in my hood. Like I said, we all went from different. We all from different communities. We all from different hoods. Each and last one of them. You know what I'm saying? We not from the same hoods. None of us. You know what I'm saying? We all from different areas. We just happen to, you know what I'm saying, come together and make something big.
Okay, so you guys form Glory Boys, you and Fredo.
Yeah, me, Fredo, Reese, and Keef.
Okay, all you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you guys start doing at this point? Are you guys dropping projects?
It was more like we had DJ Ken. He was engineering. Then he started producing. He was producing, engineering, and he started learning how to shoot videos. So like, shit, we was doing everything we could do at that time. Like I said, he's shooting videos. He started learning how to shoot videos. He was already making beats, and then he started engineering. So he was already engineering. So it was like, all right, we had a one-stop shop. You know what I'm saying? And we just worked that motherfucker, worked that situation.
And you dropped your first project?
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah. Like I said, Keef actually dropped his project first before, because he did a project with DJ Ken, and he actually dropped the project with him first. Then it actually started catching traction after that, low key. But we was already putting out music before then. Like I say, we started a bunch of trial errors, goddamn it, just putting out songs and learning little videos and shit with Ken. Like I say, he's just started, so like we putting out videos with him that we didn't even think would come out right. We just doing shit. Like I say, we just trying to work. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so, like I say, we put out a lot of singles first. Then him and Ken, and like I say, him and Ken had a close relationship. So him and DJ Ken actually just started working on a project. And he just dropped his project first before it happened to just caught a buzz then.
How was it when you guys first started catching a buzz? Like, oh, okay, shit, this shit might work.
No, yeah, like I say, me personally, I never thought about us making a huge thing with the music scene. I never thought about how big it can be, you know what I'm saying, doing the music. I just did it for the love of it. You know what I'm saying? I just made music just because. Cause at one point in time, I told myself I was gonna stop at one point when we first started. So I'm like, ain't no point in me rapping if it's too many of us gonna rap. I'm like, it's too many of us rapping. I might just say fuck the shit. But then I just told myself, I don't know, rap. And I started putting out I put my first single together with Chop that I call my actual single. Me and Chop actually put a single together. We put it together in the house. We recorded at the house. He was making beats and shit at the crib. So we put my first single together. Then Fredo actually heard the shit and wanted to get on it. And then we ended up putting Reese on it. And we shot this video like three times. I saw like three, four, like a lot of damn times. But shit, we finally put that motherfucker out. That bitch blew up still. Like, we shot it 3 times. The first times we got deleted. Like, all type of shit was going on. But this was my first single, you know what I'm saying, that I ever did. Then I came out with another single. Like I say, man, Chop worked on another single with me. We put out another single. I had a song called Can't Tell Me Shit. Then I had another single, We Was Up, with Chop. Like, me and him was just working heavy a little. He started working heavy. And we just was banging shit out, like, every day. Like, we was working every day type shit. We in the studio, because we had a studio at the house. You know what I'm saying? We always had a house studio. We never really went to major studios and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We never really did that. We always made the studio come to the crib, you know, make it more homey.
Do you remember how old you were at this time?
When I first started, around 15.
When things first started to take off for you guys?
One thing, yeah, about 15.
About 15? Were you in high school?
I had been stopped going to high school, though. I had stopped going to high school before that. Like, before we started taking off in music, I had already dropped out of school. Like, I had stopped going, like, that shit got boring to me, so I stopped going. Like I said, I 12, I was already at my mama's crib, so that was what, 7th grade, 6th grade. I was living with my grandma by then. Like I said, then my sophomore year, I started losing focus in school, and I started saying, fuck this shit. But like I say, then the same year, we started turning around. I had more time to work on music, though, after that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's probably what made it happen for us, though. The fact that we actually had the time to focus on what we was doing versus me having to cut this in with school, then I'm being outside kicking it. Because you know how to think about it. Back then, recording in the studios that shit wasn't popping then. Like, you gotta be outside. Niggas wanted you to be outside. Like, you going to the studio, it's like you want some lame ass shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas looked at it back then. Nowadays, it's more like everybody rap. You know what I'm saying? But back then, niggas look at it like you need to be your ass outside. You go to the studio, you on some lame ass shit. That shit corny. You supposed to be outside. You know what I'm saying? Not rapping. Get your ass on the block type shit. Right? So I used to bump at a lot of folks like that. Cause niggas want you to be outside versus in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But
so you guys drop, and it starts to get a lot of momentum. And I believe at one point Chief Keef signs with Interscope.
Yeah.
Now, what was that like during that time? How far after all this did the Interscope deal come into play?
It was like we had a lot of situations come into play, man. But like I say, I don't know. That's a touchy situation. So, like I say, that was just more so. It was a lot went on. That was a bumpy ass ride. Like I said, that was more of a his situation. So I'm gonna let him talk about that situation. You know what I'm saying?
So you weren't involved in the Interscope deal then at all?
I had nothing to do with Interscope deal. Like, nothing.
Okay, well, and what about Glory Boys? Were you signed?
Like, no.
Were you officially signed, or was it just like a group?
It was just, like I said, it was never no, you know what I'm saying? We never got together on no, like, let's do paperwork, we making a label. It was more so homies, you know what I'm saying? More so friend, like a bond. Like I say, building a relationships, a bonds. So it was never more so, you know what I'm saying, let's get this paperwork together. We never got to that point, you know what I'm saying? Until, like I say, the Interscope deal came upon and all that. But before the end, it's more so it's just friendships and us just staying loyal to each other type of thing.
And what do you do once Chief Keef gets signed? Are you still working on music? Are you
of course.
Still doing your thing?
Me personally, I didn't sign management or no situations over there. So, like, I had worked my whole situation kind of by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't sign the deals that was offered from that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Were you offered deals at the time too?
Yeah, I just ain't felt like they was right for me. I wanted to work my situation out more.
Okay, so you always wanted to be independent?
No, it wasn't so much stay independent. It was just making sure I get the right situation. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna be too quick and thirsty to take something, and then I miss out on a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so excited that the shit finally starting to move, and you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more smarter than that, so I was just looking for the right situation. You know what I'm saying? But I went through my little rides, but like I said, me personally, I want to just trying to stay independent. And if independent works for me best, shit, I'll keep it that way. If sign ain't best, shit, whichever best. Like I said, I'm just sticking to what worked for me.